so excited. Yay! I can't wait to put it together. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Oh, look, they give you a practice. That's super cool. And with nice little directions. I'm here for that. I'll just need to get some glue. Nice. Woohoo! Can't wait to make. Okay, so here's everything it comes with. I like that it has a practice thing. You know, it says first time, start with this practice one. So it's just like a, I think it's just the nose area of the lion, just for little help. And it has instructions on how to build it. And it has a diagram on the back of the envelope. And it also shows what it's supposed to look like on the front. A nice little thing that says thank you for buying and a discount code. And then all of the pieces to the lion. So let's get building. I'm just reading over the practice one. It says punch out pieces in the sheet, start with block A, pre-fold pieces where scored, and it says go inside with dotted lines and fold outside with dashed lines. And then it says glue the matching numbers together. Start by assembling one block incomplete and then join the others to it. Okay, so pretty straightforward. And I'm guessing, oh, I see it now. It kind of looks like a heart. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a heart. So this should be fun. Let's get started. Oh, first I gotta get my glue. I bought a glue stick and regular elmers glue because that's what they recommend unless you're a professional, and then you could start with super glue. But I've never done this before, so I'm just gonna do these two. See what works best.
Okay.
It's not bad. I had a hard time getting the glue stick to actually stick, so I think I might use Elmer's this time. And I also had like sticky residue that I don't want on there. So yeah, we'll see how the Elmer's glue goes for the beginning of the lion. So far I'm really impressed because, you know, it came with the practice, which was good because it gave me, you know, the lay of the land. And you basically want all the tabby tabs on the inside, the numbers on the inside. Otherwise you'll have weird numbers and tabs on the outside of the lion. Also, I realized that a glue stick is not going to work. It's not, you know, tacky enough, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just using Elmer's glue to start to put it together. The only downside to Elmer's glue is that you have to hold it for a long time, I feel, until it dries. So if I were to do this again, I probably would have practiced a little bit with the Elmer's glue to get the lay of the land and then switch to super glue. Because I switched to super glue near the end and it just instantly holds better and it makes it easier to where you can bend the paper around the shape that you want. But overall, I think Elmer's glue is okay to practice with for a little bit, but super glue is the best to use. So I'm basically just taking this a page of the tear-outs at a time. Remember to gently pull out the section because if you go too hard it might rip it and then you lose some of the shininess. I am going to spray this later because it's not the gold I want, but still I want to keep the paper intact. So just remember to be slow about it. And this actually is a lot slower than it looks because I fast forwarded it because you guys don't want a 3-hour video. But basically just take your time, you know, every time you glue it, check from the front how it looks because you can readjust it with the Elmer's. You have a little bit of leeway, so if you don't like how it looks from the front, you can kind of finagle it a little bit, whereas super glue, you really don't have that option. So basically just use whatever works for you. You can try both, but it does benefit to be able to move it because sometimes you look at the front and you're like, what in the world is going on? I would also suggest to have a wet paper towel or rag handy that you can wipe off the excess glue because sometimes it seeps out or you have glue on your hands and you get it on the front of the lion and it just leaves like a weird residue and it takes away the shininess. So definitely wipe it occasionally if you feel like it needs it. Also, you can wipe your hands so you don't get glue everywhere. Oh yeah, and if you're using Elmer's glue, I find it best to go along all the little tabby tabs or folds where you connect it and put the glue first. That way by the time you get around it, it's a little tackier and a little dry.
If you're using super glue, I would just do one tab at a time because super glue dries so much faster. And then you can just take it one tab at a time and kind of curl it around. So depending upon what kind of glue you're using, you can do it all with elmers or just one at a time with super glue, because you'd have to go back and add more with super glue. So. It's starting to look like a lion face. Woohoo! Yay, time for the mane. So same kind of thing, I'm just going and folding all along the serrated edges in the direction it tells me to. And then we're just gonna add on the mane. Woo, it's gonna look fierce. Rawr. I feel like this back part is a little bit trickier, but they do leave a hole in the middle, which I love because then it lets you get in there and, you know, press down the edges, and it also is nice and flat so you can hang it up. So it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I feel like I had to, you know, bend it a little more and kind of move it around. That's where the super glue came in handy at the back, especially since that's what's going to be supporting it. I felt like it was more important for it to be really well glued. So a little tip with super glue, man oh man, it made my hands all crunchy. I wish I would have worn gloves or something, but then maybe the gloves would attach to the line. I don't know. But either way, I had, you know, crunchy hands from super glue. So a good way to get super glue off your hands is to soak them in nail polish remover. Who knew? Once I did that, it came right off. So if you're using super glue and your hands are all crunchy, just use nail polish remover. You don't really have that problem with Elmer's glue, but as I said, I feel like the super glue is better just because, as you can see, I can just quickly glue it and move along, whereas Elmer's glue, you have to sit there and hold it for a minute, and it's kind of frustrating. So yeah. So the yellow gold was a little golder than I liked, so I'm going to use this spray paint to spray my lion because I want it like an aged gold, not a yellow gold. That's just my preference, you know. So I'm just going to spray it, get all the nooks and crannies, get in the eyes, all that jazz, so it's a nice pretty gold. Here's a little preview of my wizard wall that I've been working on.
Hello, thank you for watching Sundays We Craft, where I am reviewing this paper line from PaperCraft World. So I wrote down some thoughts about it. So instructions, I would definitely give a 10 out of 10. They were pretty descriptive and straightforward. And I love that they gave a practice. I love that because I'd never done this before and I was a little apprehensive. But overall, I felt like they were very informative and helpful. So that I give a 10 out of 10 because it was pretty good. And anything where I don't have to plan is always awesome because then I can just have fun and enjoy it. Okay, so frustration level. I'm not going to take points off of this because I am a very impatient person. So there were a couple parts where I got frustrated because I felt it wouldn't bend enough. But again, I feel like if I would have used super glue from the get-go, practiced a little bit with Elmer's glue, and then used super glue as I got used to it, it would have went a little better because it would have dried and stuck and then made it to where I could bend it along whatever edge I was doing. So I'm not going to take any points off for that because that's my personal thing and my patience problem. So overall, the frustration was minimal, probably less frustrating than me trying to plan something on my own. So again, definitely worth it. The overall look, I love it, 10 out of 10, amazing. It looks great on my wall, it's easy to hang up, it's light, so you don't have to worry about it falling down. The only thing I worry about is my toddler messing with it because it's kind of at her height, but she's usually pretty good at leaving stuff alone. So I think it'll be fine. And even if it does tear from her ripping it down, that it's easy to fix. So I love how it looks. It looks great on the wall. There are some minor mistakes I made. I think in this nose area, it was supposed to come out more. But again, that was me, not them. So I love it. I think it looks great. It looks awesome on my wall, and I love it against this dark teal color. So I'm totally here for it. It's exactly what I wanted. Pricing. I got it cheaper because they're running a sale right now. Usually it's $50. I got it for $35. Even for $50, I think this is a great deal. It comes with everything you need. All you have to buy is whatever glue you want to use. That's fine. Glue's cheap, whatever. So yeah, I think the pricing is good. I would have paid the $50 for this. I feel like it would have been worth it, but I love a deal, so I'm glad that it was on sale. So I like that part of it, but it's definitely worth the $50 that it usually is. It had all the supplies, the instructions. Again, I didn't have to make anything up. So for me, $50 feels worth it because I didn't have to plan. It may be, I think it would be worth it for you too. So yeah, definitely check it out. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It probably seems a little pricey just for a silly little animal head that goes on your wall, but for me, I think it's worth it and I love it, and I think it's a great addition to my soon-to-be wizard wall. So I'm totally here for it. And they have all kinds of animals like unicorns, fox, a ton of animals. And they don't just have ones that hang on walls. Like I saw a fox that just sits on the ground or a shelf or whatever. So, pretty much any kind of animal you would want, the popular ones are on there, so you should definitely check it out. They have some cool stuff. Then, okay, so skill level, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I feel like you don't have to be an experienced crafter. You can be a newbie. It just requires patience. I feel like skill level, anybody could do this, and I love that. I wouldn't recommend it for kids. I'd say teenagers and up because I feel like kids may not have the dexterity or patience for this kind of thing. Maybe it's something you could do together. You could have your kid put glue on the tabs, and then you could construct it. So it's something you do together. But if you're wanting this for a child, then I would definitely suggest helping them a lot because I feel like you have to have, like I said, that dexterity. So I would definitely recommend this for teenagers and up. If you do want it for your child, just help them. That's all. This would make a great Christmas present or birthday present for any crafter in your life. So I definitely recommend this craft. I had a lot of fun with it. And again, I didn't have to plan it. All the instructions were there. It told me how to do it. And there's also a Facebook group, I believe, of paper crafters who do just these. So I bet you could go on that Facebook and probably get some tips and tricks from people
which is also helpful. And you can share and show everybody how you made yours different, or where you put it, how you would, put it in your decor or whatever. But yes, overall, I give it about an 8.5 out of 10 Denny's. I'm here for it. It was so fun. It only took about 3.5 hours, which I feel is about on par of how my crafts go, a couple hours, 3 hours. I feel like it was a great amount of time, not too long, not too short. It was definitely worth the money with the time frame there. So I totally recommend this to you guys. If you want to try it, check out their website. They have a discount code that I can give you that I got on my flyer. So yeah, definitely check it out. It was a lot of fun and I highly recommend it. I love it. I love everything about it. I think it looks great. So yeah, if you wanted to try this, check out their website. I'll put the link below. They have a lot of fun animals, and I'd also love to see what you pick if you do it. So yeah, just let me know. So if you enjoyed this crafty review, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see more fun crafts. I'll probably be doing more kits as it comes up. I have a Diagon Alley book nook coming in that has all the pieces, and I'm going to put that in, or I'm going to put that together probably as soon as it comes in because I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, just stay tuned for more of that. Also, I'm going to be doing my wizarding wall. As I mentioned, I'm going to do different portraits of me and my family, kind of doing action things, so it looks like they could potentially move. So that'll probably be, a couple weeks out. I haven't quite finished all of them, but I am working on it slowly, so I'll probably put out more of that. So yeah, thank you so much for crafting with me. Have a great Sunday. Bye.